God does not exist. Because if God exists, then there wouldn't be pain and suffering. As a matter of fact, it's because of that pain and suffering it draws them to God. I want to back up a second, and I want to start for a second to have you understand why God has us go through pain and suffering. Going back to Adam and Eve, the very beginning of Scripture, the very beginning of time, according to the Bible. Adam and Eve were created in a place with no sorrow, with no death, in complete perfection, in complete harmony. God's plan for all of us was to be in complete harmony. But God did not want us to be like a robot. God didn't want to force us to say, you're going to love me and bow down to me. I don't think anybody wants that kind of love. Husband and a wife, to your kids, you don't want them to be in complete dictatorship. You want them to love you freely. So God gave Adam and Eve a free will to choose. To choose. And when they chose, Satan tempted Eve with the fruit. And you guys know the story. And when they ate of the fruit, their eyes were open to good and evil. God only had them on the good. But because they had free will, they chose the fruit that Satan tempted them, and now evil came into their life, and now their eyes are open to see good and evil. You know, most of us say, oh, I wish I could go back in time and tell them to not have that. But the reality is it happens. And God says to Eve and Adam that you will be experiencing sorrow and death. You will now you're able to see both. You're going to experience the sorrow and the death. And so it's because of their sin that they have to suffer. So it's because of people's sin that we suffer now. It's because you choose to not to follow God that we have to be broken at times to say, God, I come to you. I come to you. They say most people look up to God when they're on their back and surrender. And it's a call to salvation now. If you don't know God, if you don't understand, if you haven't given your heart to truly follow God, things are going to happen to you. And one day you're going to say, God, if you exist, please help me.